Hello, wealth tycoons! Get ready to uncover the incredible journey of Ray Kroc and the McDonald brothers. Discover how a small-town salesman from Chicago transformed a modest hamburger stand into a global fast food empire, defying a binding contract and battling the original founders along the way. This is the untold story of Ray Kroc, the man who didn't just buy McDonald's, he revolutionized it. But how? And did you know that McDonald's isn't just in the fast food business? They're actually in the real estate business. To find out how, stay tuned until the end of the video. Ray Kroc, also known as the founding father of fast food, was ambitious from a young age. Born in 1902 in Oak Park, Illinois, Kroc didn't come from wealth. He worked hard from a young age to make ends meet, attending various schools but never graduating from high school. He began his career in a variety of roles, including selling restaurant products like paper cups and milkshake mixers. His travels to coffee shops, diners, and other inexpensive restaurants across the nation gave him deep industry experience and a keen sense of what made a business successful. One day, Kroc received an extraordinary order for 6 milkshake mixers from a restaurant in California. Thinking the order was a mistake, as it was unusually large, he called the restaurant to confirm. To his surprise, they actually wanted 8 mixers. Intrigued, Kroc confirmed the restaurant's location in San Bernardino, Southern California. Sensing a golden opportunity, he decided to travel there himself to see what kind of restaurant required 8 milkshake mixers. What Kroc found would change his life forever. He arrived at a small, self-service restaurant that was incredibly busy. It was just a drive-in with no indoor seating, where customers walked up to the window to order their food. Kroc watched as the first workers arrived, all dressed in clean-cut white shirts, white pants, and paper hats, preparing the kitchen and organizing supplies. The efficiency and uniformity of the operation immediately impressed him. At 11 a.m., the restaurant opened, and people started lining up almost instantly. Kroc was amazed by how quickly customers were served and how much they seemed to love the food. Joining the queue himself, he was stunned by the speed of service. When he received his order, he couldn't believe how different this restaurant was from the others he had seen. The food came in disposable wrappings, allowing customers to take it wherever they wanted, rather than using old-fashioned silverware. Coincidentally, Kroc met one of the restaurant's owners, Mac McDonald. He praised Mac for his innovative approach, and Mac, being a humble man, was delighted to hear Kroc's appreciation. He eagerly offered Kroc a tour of the restaurant's kitchen. During the tour, Mac explained that their main goal was speed. Kroc was surprised by the custom-built tools in the kitchen, which helped them achieve fast service. The efficient work ethic of the employees and the specialized equipment allowed them to make a hamburger in just 30 seconds, the secret behind their success. Kroc invited the brothers to dinner to hear their story. Richard and Morris McDonald, the two brothers, were born into an Irish immigrant family in Hampshire. Like Kroc, they had ambitious dreams from a young age, hoping to become millionaires someday. In 1926, they left Hampshire and moved to Hollywood, California, where they tried their luck in the theater business, opening The Beacon in 1927. However, The Beacon opened during the early years of the Great Depression, following the 1929 stock market crash. Business was slow, just enough to keep the theater operating through the early to mid-1930s. The brothers put all their money into the theater, but profits were minimal, and they struggled to pay bills. In these difficult times, fearing foreclosure, they even buried silver in their backyard. During this period, the brothers noticed that a root beer and hot dog stand nearby was always busy, despite the economic downturn. After 7 years of running a movie theater, they realized that food was a more profitable business than movies. So they sold the Beacon Theater and used the proceeds to enter the food business. In 1937, they opened a food stand called the Air Dome near the Monrovia Airport. Their business did well during the racing season, but as soon as it ended, business slowed down. In 1940, the brothers decided to relocate. With a $5,000 loan, they moved their food stand 45 miles away to San Bernardino, California, a working-class town with a population of 100,000. They opened the barbecue drive-in restaurant on a corner, offering 27 items on the menu, with uniformed waitresses serving food to customers' cars. At that time, drive-in restaurants were becoming popular, offering a novel dining experience where customers could enjoy meals without leaving their cars. But the brothers noticed something interesting. Out of everything on their menu, hamburgers were the most popular item. They decided to focus solely on hamburgers, eliminating everything else from the menu. They also converted the restaurant to a walk-up style, eliminating the need for waitstaff and reducing costs by using disposable packaging. The brothers spent an afternoon on a tennis court, drawing up plans with chalk to design the most efficient kitchen layout to speed up food preparation. After hours of adjustments and testing, they perfected the setup, allowing them to deliver food quickly. In 1948, after rebranding, they officially opened the first McDonald's, which quickly became a local success. Kroc was captivated by the McDonald brothers' operation and saw its potential for nationwide success. He proposed franchising their concept, but the brothers initially refused, explaining that they had already tried franchising in several areas, but struggled to maintain quality standards. However, Kroc persisted and convinced them to let him lead their franchising efforts. They finally agreed, with the condition that no franchise decisions could be made without their approval. The agreement stipulated that Kroc would pay the franchise fee and receive 1.9% of gross sales from any franchises he established. Kroc quickly signed the paperwork and returned to Illinois to open his first McDonald's franchise. With the help of a friend, Art Jacobs, he built their McDonald's just 7 minutes away from his home. The first year was challenging, with Kroc working long hours to ensure the success of the franchise. Financing was a constant issue due to his minimal pay. During this time, Kroc met Harry J. Sonneborn, a former VP of Finance for Tasty Freeze, who offered an idea to accelerate growth. Sonneborn suggested forming a separate company, Franchise Realty Corp., to buy the land on which McDonald's restaurants would be located. Franchisees would pay a monthly rental fee or a percentage of their sales, whichever was greater. This model quickly became one of McDonald's biggest profit generators and was a predecessor to the McDonald's Corporation. Sonneborn's financial strategy was possibly the most important decision in the company's history. In 1955, Kroc became president of McDonald's. His vision was to build a restaurant system famous for providing consistently high-quality food, prepared uniformly across all locations. He wanted burgers, fries, and beverages to taste the same in Alaska as they did in Alabama. To achieve this, Kroc persuaded both franchisees and suppliers to buy into his vision. His slogan, "In business for yourself, but not by yourself," was based on a simple principle: a three-legged stool. The legs represented McDonald's franchisees, suppliers, and employees, with the stool being as strong as its three legs. The three-word slogan that Kroc promoted was quality, service, and cleanliness. Franchisees were eager to join the profitable business, and word spread quickly. This model allowed McDonald's to grow while ensuring consistent quality and service across all locations. Despite his success, Kroc's relationship with the McDonald brothers remained strained. Kroc wanted to expand at all costs and keep innovating, while the brothers preferred to maintain their lifestyle. The tension between them grew, and Kroc became determined to gain full control of the company. In 1961, he made an offer to buy out the McDonald brothers for $2.7 million, enough to pay their taxes and allow them to live comfortably. Although the amount was staggering, Kroc believed in McDonald's potential and was willing to take the risk. Kroc secured the funding and purchased the rights to the McDonald's name, the original store, and all related assets. The brothers asked for a 1% share of McDonald's gross sales, but Kroc refused to include it in the settlement, instead offering it as a handshake deal. This move allowed him to expand the company without the constraints of the original contract. Under Kroc's leadership, McDonald's continued to grow, both domestically and internationally. He took all the credit for the company's success and didn't give the McDonald brothers a single cent of the promised 1% share. The brothers could only watch as Kroc's empire grew larger every day. Kroc's relentless pursuit of growth came at a personal cost, but his entrepreneurial zeal transformed a local restaurant into a global brand. By the time of his death in 1984, Kroc had made the journey from a failed salesman peddling milkshake machines to the owner of a multi-billion-dollar fast food company. As of August 2024, McDonald's has a market cap of $193.8 billion USD and is the 61st most valuable company in the world. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring tales. That's it for today. See you next time.